If you're between the ages of 16 and 25 and don't have at least an emergency fund of $1,000, no problem. Here's how you can do so by the end of the year. Having an emergency fund is super important, and it's the first step you need to have if you want to build a personal finance foundation. Hi, my name is Griffin. I'm 23 and I'm really passionate about personal finance. I want to teach you the next generation of personal finance, and the first step you have to do is to have an emergency fund. At the beginning of this year, I had no idea what an emergency fund was or how you can actually make one. Fast forward to 6 months later, I finally grew my emergency fund to over $1,200, and I've been keeping that strong since the past year. So here's the plan that I would make if you want to build an emergency fund of at least $1,000 by the end of this year. So as of right now, you have, depending on when you get paid, if you get paid this week or the week after, this week you have 11 more paychecks at the end of the year, or if you get paid bi-weekly and you get paid in the next 2 weeks, you have 10 more paychecks to the end of the year. So, just doing some quick math, if you save at least $100 per paycheck for the next 11 paychecks, for the next 10 paychecks, you'll either have $1,100 or $1,000, and you'll hit your goal of having $1,000 saved up for an emergency fund by the end of this year. Especially, you should be putting this money aside into a high yield savings account where you earn interest on top of the money that's inside of it. So, when you put $100 in and have interest on top of that, you'll actually earn money on top of that money. So, the first thing you want to do when you want to build an emergency fund is when you get paid, you want to make sure you set aside that money right away. So the first thing I would do is I budget my paycheck, and then I first automate that money. So make sure it goes, once you get paid, it goes directly into your savings account, so you can't touch it or you can't spend it, and it's in there right away. You don't have to worry about it no matter what. So it's pretty straightforward to do so, but if you keep doing that 10 or 11 times, eventually you'll reach $1,000 or $1,100 saved up by the end of the year.